Right then, back on with the Rally Mini this weekend. If you've been following along on Instagram and TikTok, you'll have seen we've made quite a lot of progress already. Now, if you're not following along, we are Team Priestley rallying on pretty much everything. I'll pop it down here, and make sure you're subscribed on YouTube as well so you can keep up with all of the progress. So, plan for the next couple of days is to get the subframe back together and back in the car. We've got poly bushes to go on the subframe, these, and poly bushes just for the rear subframe actually cost more than the car. So hopefully they make a big difference to the handling. We've also got a tank guard to go on the fuel tank, so that can all go up together. But first, I'm actually going to carry on painting the underside of the rear up above where the subframe was. I originally just put a lick of paint on it because there was a little bit of corrosion. But I was watching Bocker do his M57 Defender the other day, and he used this stuff, Gravitex, with a Schultz gun, and that actually looked like it had a really good finish to it. So I'm going to try that today, get all that sprayed up, get a couple of coats, and then we can get the bushes done and get all the subframe put in. So I'm going to get started with cleaning up underneath, rubbing down, just scuffing up so I can get paint on. What are you getting on with?
Well, the only thing we've got left to do bush-wise is to remove the bushes from these bottom mounts, clean them up, give them a coat of paint, and then we can press the new bushes in. So that's actually progress going forward rather than just taking things to bits.
Cool, sounds good. So this is where I got to previously. All this, cleaned up all this and painted it just in some black hammerite just to protect it from clean up all the rust and stop it coming back. But I'm actually going to clean up all the rest of this and scuff the wheel arches up and get this Stone Guard Gravitex stuff on. Alright, so I've cleaned up and matched up so I don't get overspray everywhere, and I'm going to get the first coat on. Underside's now all painted, and while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm going to sort out the tank guard. So we need to run a guard on the tank to protect it when we're doing rallies and the tank doesn't get punctured. A couple of things I need to do, modifications to make to the tank before we can fit it. But first, I'm going to add some heat shield just to the underside of the guard. This is going to run all along the underside of the car. I don't think we necessarily need it on the guard. I think the guard will provide enough heat protection to the tank as it is, but I'm going to put it on there anyway. So I'm just going to cover this centre section here because the exhaust runs underneath here. As it comes out the tunnel, I'll just cut a bit out, so I've just got enough. Just one of those to do. I do just cut along this line. It's going to try to fly away, isn't it? Past that. Now this should just stick on here, take the back off of this and stick this on. Trying to do this on a really windy day, probably not a great idea, but... Oh, come on. Okay.
Jugar esta noche, mi cuerpo nunca se te olvida, siempre la tendrás en tu mente, porque en mi mente me tienes sudando la temperatura, calor de verano, nunca se te olvida, si puedo ser más que tu amiga. When I turn to walk away, that's how you're cute to stay.
So when I got the tank guard, I got it from a very nice guy called John, and I spoke to John, and he said there's a few things you need to do on the tank before we fit it to make it fit. And one of those things is removing these handbrake cable clips. So I'm just going to get a hacksaw blade or a hacksaw, take these off, and then it just means the tank guard can push right up in there. And then once they're gone, we can get some WD-40 on the tank and squeeze it in the guard.
Como si fuera mi último destino. Niño, quiero probarte como un vino. Destaparte un rato lo hacemos muy rico. Venga hasta la mañana. Venga, venga, me está dando ganas. Venga, venga, házmelo con calma. Ándale, ándale, hazlo con calma. When I turn to walk away, that's how you're cute to stay. Boy, you should follow. Follow.
Right, let's see if we can get the tank pressed into the guard. So let's just move that out of the way. Second. This down. Get some WD on the edges. Knock so that doesn't spray. Alright, get some WD all around the edges. Lube her up. Then, hopefully, should just slide in. Like a glove. She's in. That's as far as it goes. One tank with tank guard.
Si quieres jugar esta noche, mi cuerpo nunca se te olvida, siempre la tendrás en tu mente, porque en mi mente me tienes sudando la temperatura, calor de verano, nunca se te olvida, si puedo ser más que tu amiga. When I turn to walk away, that's how you're cute to stay.
I've wire wheeled, cleaned up all the hardware for the rear subframe because some of them look like they'd come off the Titanic.
If you're ready, I don't wanna wait. I think you're ready for it. If you're ready, I don't wanna wait. I think you're ready for it. Ándale, ándale, vente conmigo.
So heating them doesn't seem to have worked.
No, I'm just trying another method. I've had a look on YouTube and there's various ways of doing it, but obviously without the proper press, we're slightly struggling. So I'm having a look at this, see if I can actually drill around the rubber and push it out, and then we can get the sleeve out. So that's the plan. Whether it works or not, you just have to keep watching and you'll see.
Let's go.
As you can see, we've managed to get the bushes removed. The bushes themselves were corroded in, so they took an awful lot of coming out. But they're out now. We're just cleaning these up. We'll get them cleaned up, de-rusted, give them a coat of paint tomorrow, and then we're ready for new bushes.
Yep, good. That's us done for the day, I think, and call it there, and then we'll be back on it tomorrow.
One nap later.
We're back for another day on the Mini. So today I'm going to start pressing the old bushes out of the subframe bits. These are the lower arms. And my dad is on with still cleaning up these trailing arm fixings, ready to put the new bush in. How are you getting on with that?
Slowly but surely.
Coming along.
Yeah, it's coming on. Yeah, we've got one that's getting close to it.
Good. Fingers crossed, should have the subframe in by the end of the day.
That's the plan.
Hopefully. See how these bushes go. Before I start pressing the bushes out of these trailing arms, I'm just going to reinforce these ends a bit because they look like they might collapse when we start pressing the bushes out. So I'm just going to cut some, so that's my template, cut a little bit of plate and weld it in the end just to give it a bit more structure so we don't collapse that end when we start pressing the bush out and then can't get the new bush in because it's not the right shape.
We're removing the bushes, and because we're not professionals, we're doing it the only way we can without the proper press. We're actually drilling the rubber out. Now we can knock the centre out. Then we're going to cut the outer sleeve with a hacksaw to relieve some of the pressure and knock it out.
So that's us all done for the weekend. Really chuffed we managed to get the subframe up and everything we planned to do we've got done this weekend. So plan for next weekend is to get the front apart, get the engine and the gearbox out, and get those moved out of the way, and then get the car turned round in the garage, and then we can start getting the front subframe out and do the same as what we've done for the rear subframe. So join us next time and we'll see what we can get done.